Hey, howdy, hey, good to see you. How are you? Welcome to launch day. Hey, howdy, hey, welcome to launch day. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for being here with us. It's the third show of 5 today. Third show of 5. It is a jam-packed day. We've had the breakfast show, we've had wake up call, we've got a launch day now, another brand new launch for our Christmas event, and we've still got to come later on, a 1-hour Christmas cartload show. So if you are in the Christmas mood and you want to pick up some absolute bargains, I do believe the Christmas cracker die is in that show. And the shaker tags as well. Shaker tags, they are also in the show at amazing prices. And I think the majority of the items on the cartload show are tariff free. So make sure you join us at 5 for an hour, and then at 6 o'clock tonight, Sheila will be crafting her stash with the Great Outdoors collection. So if you have that collection already in your crafty stash, then do make sure you get it out and get ready to craft along with Sheila tonight. But as I say, it's been a fun day, it's been an interactive day, and it's been a great day for the fact that we have launched our third Christmas range, and it is the Whimsical stamps. These are so very different to yesterday's retro Christmas, which was so very different to Tuesday's amazing Christmas by candlelight. As I said, and I will keep saying, this is the best Christmas offering I think we've ever brought you, certainly in the 5 years that I've been here. It's a super strong lineup with loads more launches to come across the weeks and indeed into August as well, so keep with us and you'll see some amazing launches. But back to today's, those amazing Whimsical stamps. I'll take you through everything in just a few moments time because there's various shopping options, and the lady who is the other side of the studio who's going to be inspiring you and helping you to get the very best out of this collection is our newest recruit with her new Facebook and Instagram page. If you've not yet signed up to those, by the way, what are you even doing? At Sheila Halliwell CC on Insta and Facebook. If you're not there, you're square. It is the one and only Sheila Halliwell. How are you, Sheila? Are you ready and raring to go?
Yes, I'm very excited. Yes. I'll be excited until I'm in the car tonight, and then I'll drive home, and then I'll just rest my face, and I'll be concentration, you know, all the way. Yeah. But yeah, up until that point, I will be excited to get home, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, obviously, yeah, you got to say that.
You know, it's nice to get home, isn't it? But yeah, I'm excited at what's to come, and for me as well, I think it's a bit of a learning curve as well, because there's nothing like, you know, being given products a couple of days before and go, there you go. So yeah, I've been having a nice time stamping and using different inks and things like that. So hopefully I'll be able to give you a bit of inspiration. And if you've got any tips for me, please let us know.
We obviously all know Sheila here because she won't mind me saying, she's a bit of a legend of the industry here. No, she is. She's a legend. I've known Sheila for, it must be probably 8 years or so, I would have thought. But the thing is, you'll appreciate that obviously Sheila knows craft, knows how to craft, but she has to kind of like learn all of the Crafter's Companion products. So she's doing that as she goes, while still giving you all the inspiration, all the ideas. And you've had loads of lovely comments come through, Sheila, on the earlier show, and I know you'll get more in this show as well, because I feel like you just offer something a little bit different. Like your ideas are different to Debbie Fisher's, which are different to Debbie Robinson's. So it's more, it's great for our viewers, isn't it? Because then they've got loads of choice and loads of ideas.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's lots of different crafters out there, and it might be something that you've just always fancied doing, but you've never been confident enough. Then you've got the people who are naturally creative. It's in their genes and has come through from generations before, you know, with whatever they could do, as always happens anyway, you know, no matter what people did before, you've always got someone in the family that follows that on. And then people that are, you know, just kind of are creative, but have never actually been given the opportunity to have some products and try them out. You know, I mean, we all know with Sandra from Sanntangle, she always says her art teacher told her, you can't draw, you can't draw, you can't draw. And to be honest, I mean, you know, that is quite remarkable, and she's actually proven them wrong. So yeah, so it's quite amazing, and everyone's at different skill levels. Lots of people like, you know, easy, simple cards. Lots of people like piling it on till it's like, you know, 3 inches high. Everybody's different. There's no right, there's no wrong. Just do it as long as you're enjoying yourself, and if you're giving something away, the people you're giving it to enjoy it, then you've done your job, really, haven't you? And you've, you know, shared the love for it.
We will have a look at the amazing stand there that Sheila's built in just a few moments' time. She's made that display for you, so we'll go all around that. I'll also take you through the deals in just a second. Few hellos. Social superstar, this one is brilliant, Becky. There you go. You happy with that, Jamie? Jamie was just saying before the show, like, well, we've got Radical Rachel, Superstar Susie, Joyous Jan. Has Becky got... I don't think I've given Becky a name. So we'll go with brilliant, yeah? Happy with that?
Yeah.
Brilliant, Becky. PB Brewer Martin says, good morning, Sheila and Ben, Johnny, Jamie, socials and everyone. I've been with CC for a long time, and these whimsical stamps and papers are absolutely one of my favourites. The retro papers, yes, from yesterday. I just love them. As I said, this lineup this Christmas is so strong. Hillary's in saying hello again, everyone from Hillary and Holly Collie. Hello and a woof, Holly. Jen says, good morning, Ben, Sheila, CC team and crafty friends. Hello, Vanessa Fuentes in Florida. Faye Smith in Virginia. Violet Hastings says hello. I'm so enjoying this new launch. Love to create. LC says hello, Ben, Sheila, Becky, team and everyone. Hello, Alison Mason who says hi, Becky, Ben and Sheila could only come up with the Sheep Boys with Bar 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 Bran. We're carrying on with the puns in this show. Hello, Lois in Ohio. Kirsty D says, good afternoon, everybody. School's out for summer. Out of the office now until September, says Kirsty D. Whoop, whoop. 6 weeks of fun. Good morning, Angelia. Hello, Stephanie Theodos, who is in Farmingdale, New Jersey. Just finished watching Sheila's demo on Wake Up Call. What a brilliant card. It really was. And Diana Harrison says, good afternoon to all. I cannot wait to see what Sheila will do with the new sheep stamp. Let's quickly show you what you can be getting then, and then we'll let Sheila take you through her stand, which she's built over there. The showstopper is here. I'll show you the boards in more detail in just a second, but this is the option, particularly if you are in the USA, that you need to be going for, because this is tariff-free. So it's £72 there or thereabouts, $96 worth of goodies that you're picking up if you're platinum for £48 or $64. Those are obviously the new stamps, which I'll show you in just a second. The tariff-free element also brings you your 4-pack of rocker blocks. Really handy, this one, because you've got the rocker blocks in 4 different sizes. You've also got your classics, so our alcohol marker pens, dual-ended with a fine nib, and then your chisel nib. Those are in those beautiful vivid brights, so 12 pens in there. Plus you're also going to be getting 2 of our quick dry ink pads, so crushed velvet, and then also your Fryer Brown. So that is the collection as a whole as far as the showstopper is concerned. US viewers, that's the best way to go. UK and EU viewers, if you just want the stamps on their own, then you can pick up those. Just search for the Whimsical Stamp Collection. And if you want to go for individuals as well, you can. I will tell you that the dogs are proving the most popular so far. A, because they're cute, but probably also B, because of Sheila's brilliant demo earlier. These are the stamps that you're getting. You'll see these on cards in just a few moments' time, but just to see them on boards here. Your cute little cat, that's called Feline Festive if you want that one. You've got Feline Festive and Meowie Christmas. Then you've got have a sparkling Christmas. I thought I said something else there for a second. It's the prosecco. That's a completely different Christmas what I thought there. Prosecco glasses have a sparkling Christmas. Not what I read. Get on the naughty list, Ben. And let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Here are the dogs from earlier on. Happy Woofmas. Look at those 3. Arr, the Bark Street Boys, as producer Johnny said. Happy Woofmas. And we woof you a Merry Christmas. You've also got the shoppers here where I think this is an excellent stamp set. I wasn't expecting something like this in the collection. Dogs and cats you might have expected, maybe a sheep, but I love the fact that you've got the shoppers there, sort of drowning in their shopping, drowning in the Christmas tree. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and 'tis the season to be shopping. La 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 la. And my second favourite in this collection, it's the sheep Lady Barbar. Feliz Navidad, boop, 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 boop. Feliz Navidad. You've also got Happy Christmas to you. So those are all of the characters. Look fine on the boards, but they look so much more interesting when we see them on finished samples. Talk us through your display you've erected there. That's amazing, Sheila.
Well, you know what? There was we showed some samples earlier on in the Wake Up Call, and then lovely Jake came in and handed me this basket and said there's more samples.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what, we should put some of these samples up, because this design team for Crafters Companion, I am in total awe of them, because every sample you pick up is completely different, and you get so much enjoyment from looking at them. Every one of them has its own unique kind of style. They're just so lovely, and so I've tried to do a couple of, like, you know, of each one, if you like. We've got some there that have been used with coloured with pens, with pencils, some that have hardly had any colour on, just a tiny little bit. We've got inks on there, we've got papers, some are really busy, some are simple, some have got dyes on there, and it just goes to show, I mean, what you can do. We must have probably, I bet we've got like 50 or more samples, you know, that you could just sit and look at. Honestly, they're amazing. Every single one is beautiful, and they're not just cards. You know, I think over the years we started doing card making probably like 20 years ago. Well, probably a bit longer for me, and then gradually it's you know, built up, and it's just, people cannot get enough of card making products, and they just love making cards. But sometimes you end up, I know so many people that say, I've got a box under my bed and it's got about 300 cards in, what can I do with them? And I'm like, oh gosh, well, you know, you could do a craft fair, you could take them down to maybe one of your local shops, put some in your doctor's surgery. If you work in an office, take some, put them in a box, fill, you know, even if you're just selling them for £1 or $1 each or something, just so that you can get a bit of money back for what you've done. But I think as well, it's important to know that these products lend themselves to anything. So it does not have to be a card. You know, it is okay to go away from card making. I think we're safe with cards because they're this big. But, you know, try doing something bigger. Try doing a big scene. You know, the stamp with the sheep on, if you imagine, like we said with the champagne glasses, trying to do like a champagne. Oh, yeah. Do they call it a tower, or what do they call it? Champagne tower,
yeah, I'm sure it is.
Champagne tower, yeah. Try doing it with the sheep. Can you imagine making, like, doing 3 sheep, then 2 on top of them, and then 1 on top of them, and then doing a star on top? So you've got like a Christmas tree shape, but with sheep.
Christmas tree.
Sheep Christmas tree.
I love that, Sheila.
You know, and that's just the only thing I'm getting that from is because I've got a picture of it here that I'd started to colour yesterday, and I'm thinking, oh gosh, it's quite basic in its shape. It's easy to stamp out. You don't have to put too much colour on. So that would work great. It would work, you know, along in a line if they're all stood behind each other in a line. So it's just, as I said in the earlier show, it's just about getting the stamp, just work on one and look at how many different ways you could do it. You could do one on its side, you could do one upside down, you know, and then put, like, say, you, 1 in a million, something like that. You know, so the one that's turned upside down, it represents you. Not that there's anything wrong with an upside down sheep, but, you know. But yeah, you could, there's loads and loads of things. You could make a garland, you could make a, you know, bunting. Yeah. Just amazing for a baby's room. So it doesn't have to be a Christmas sheep. But it's all about looking at what you've got and thinking about it in different ways.
We're going to have a fantastic show. I've seen a few people already mentioning, I know, Hillary, you're waiting on it, and Jeannie says, are we going to be able to see the cartload goodie bag? I'll tell you what we'll do. Should we do a demo, and then after that, we'll have a look at the cartload goodie bag then, Johnny, do you think? Yeah, we'll do. So let's get a demo in, all right, and give us 20 minutes or so, and then we'll show you the goodie bag for those who are waiting, because I realise some of you can't get to cartload tonight. So that will be after the first demo. Karen just says, in all my years of crafting, this Christmas launch is the best. My shipment will be here on the 28th. Well, thank you, Karen. That's very kind to say. Another Karen Wild says, I must say that Sheila has been a wonderful addition to the CC team. She is very creative and knowledgeable. She is, absolutely. And Susan Urch says, Ben, I'm a cat person, so I do love the cat stamp. The dogs are cute too, and for Fleece Navidad is a must. You've got to have that. You've got to go for the sheep. I insist. Good morning, Sarah. She says, good morning. Can't wait to receive this stamp set. My favourite is the kitty, as I've just added 2 new kittens to our family, along with our 2 other cats. You've got a house full now. Sending pics.
Oh, gosh.
My sister's just got a cat, actually, from the cat rescue. It's the cutest thing called Priya. No, this isn't a joke. It's a true story. No, it's a true story. She's been saying, because she has horses, and she gets rescue horses. Yes. So that she can't really ride them, but I always say, like, she sort of keeps horses like dogs. You know, like people have dogs. She has horses in that way. She just keeps them, looks after them. I said eventually she's going to get a cat, because we've always been a cat family, and sure enough, she's got a rescue cat now as well. So 3 rescue horses and a rescue cat, my sister now. Hi Sheila, Ben and all, says Alex. I'm watching with grandson Elliot. Hello, Elliot.
Aww.
Hope you're well. This will be potentially the last live show he will see. I'm off duty in the school holidays and he starts school in September. Well, Elliot, if it is your last show, thanks for watching all this time and good luck at school in September. You'll smash it, I'm sure. And Jamie says he's going to play one of the songs in one of the first breaks. Elliot, what song do you want to hear? Your choice. If we've got it, we'll play it. Rhonda says, hello again, Ben, Sheila, team, crew and all my creative friends from Oak Park, Chicago. Keep the hellos and the comments coming through. Good question to start with. We'll throw over to you, Sheila, for the first demo. So the dies, the stamps don't have a die to cut them out. Louise says, my cutting skills are shocking. But you gave a really good tip earlier, actually, saying that if you are cutting the stamps, you don't always have to be that precise, do you, when you're cutting them out?
No, not at all. And the other thing you can do as well, which I do many times, is if I was to cut out, like, just rather than leaving a white edge like we did on the dogs this morning, or an edge in the colour we'd stamped them onto, if you cut right near to the line, say you stamped it in black ink and you go really near to the line, but you feel that it's still a little bit like not tatty but uneven, or you're not that happy with it, just take one of your, maybe take, like, depending on what colour you've coloured your image in. So say for instance on this one that I've done here, and I'm going to replicate this one that I've got here, if I bring this in, right, and this is not brilliant because I was just messing about last night and I didn't finish colouring it, and then I thought, well, the sheep is not really that grey, I wanted to keep it white really. So but if you were to cut around the edge here and then you've inked it around or coloured it in grey or something like that, then just take a grey ink pad, you know, and take a bit off on your sponge and just go around the edge like we do when we go around the edge of the cards here. Just go around the edge with your grey ink pad. That will hide any imperfections because it kind of blends in. The other thing you can do is, like you'll see on this one here, if you cut a white edge but then it's a bit uneven, or you think, oh, it's not great, take one of your markers. So this one here, I've got a nice blue blender here, one of the tri-blends, and just go all around the edge of the white with like the icy blue. That not only makes it look chilly and icy, but it also makes it jump out from the page, so it makes it a bit more three-dimensional. And once you know, when you see it like that, it does kind of, you can see it a little bit better because it's got that like blue around the edge. I'm not the best at colouring in the world. I'm hoping that maybe in like a month or two's time, I'm going to have had a good practice and be really good with like the classics, and the tri-blends and all the other pens that go, because I've always done like a bit more watercolour style. Watercolour pencils, I really like watercolour pencils, and just regular pencils. So yeah, I've gone a bit around the houses there to answer your question, but that might give you a couple of tips just to help. Never. The thing is, we're all very self-critical, aren't we? So as soon as we do it, we go, how uneven that is. You know, I always remember this very famous trumpet player from America that came over to England to do a concert with us when I was in the jazz orchestra. And he said, and I mean, some of the American people may know him by the name of Bobby Shew. And when he was trying to get us to play solos and improvise and just make things up within the music, he said, you know, you've got this little person sitting on your shoulder always criticising you. Not that this doesn't apply for everybody, but for a lot of people it does. And I think crafters in particular, because we're quite soft-hearted people and we're creative and we just spend a lot of time on our own doing lovely things with craft. He said, just, you know, brush that little person away off your shoulder and don't let them tell you you're doing it wrong, because you're not. You know, there's no wrong and there's no right. It's a creative thing, it's crafting, and you do it how you like to do it. And, you know, so if you want to colour the sheep brown and put pink spots on, you can do that. You know, who are we to criticise each other? As long as you're enjoying it and you love the products and, you know what I mean? Just be a bit kinder to yourself and enjoy the process and enjoy the learning. And just enjoy what you're doing and have fun. I
think you're right as well. The thing you have to remember is that it's not a competition, is it? We're not in competition with each other. We're all doing it because we enjoy to do it. And I think this is creative people in general. I think we're our own worst enemies because we're always very self-critical of what we do, and whether it be performing, whether it be writing songs or whatever, whether it be crafting, whatever it is. We're always very critical. Like you say, you've always got that little kind of sort of monkey on your shoulder there, haven't you? Sort of like saying in your ear, "Oh, that's not very good.
That's rubbish."
Just, you do you, and if you enjoy the process, let's see what comes of it. And yeah, if you make a card and at the end of it you're like, "Oh, not literally my best ever. I love your idea." Keep it. And then as you're crafting and as you're going on through your journey, you can then come back to former projects, can't you? And go, "Oh, that's where I was. Look where I am now," kind of thing. I like that idea.
Yeah, definitely. And I think with something like this little sheep as well, I was thinking last night, oh, look at that. I've not really got my head around that colouring up there. And I thought, what could I do?
Yeah.
Rather than throw it, what could I do? Well, we could put some of the puffy snow on.
Yeah.
Just put some glitter on it. So in craft, we're looking that there's always a way of hiding something that you might not be totally happy with, or covering up a mistake. We always have that old thing where if you've got some butterflies, die-cut butterflies, stick it on. Put a little flower in the corner and stuff like that. So I think you have got to allow yourself time to readjust as well. And everybody's products are different. We're so lucky and blessed that we've got so many products, and everybody mixes and matches. So it's it's just a learning thing, and you just have to be confident. And if it goes wrong, and just get another piece of paper and do it again.
Keep the questions coming. Any more advice you want from Sheila, feel free to ask. 4 quick comments, then we'll get into the first demo. Elliot says, we would like We Craft Everywhere, please. We'll get that on in the first break. Stephanie says, I can't believe my candlelight showstopper arrived in New Jersey today. I mean, that is service. New Jersey, that's 2 days. 2 days to New Jersey.
Oh, my goodness.
Shirley Nugent, crafting is all about fun. Here. And all say all of us. And a couple of quick jokes. We wanted these, so thank you. Rhonda says, where does sheep watch videos online? YouTube.
Oh, my goodness.
And I love Diana. She says, you could send the sheep card to someone that's been feeling a bit down to cheer them up.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, Diana.
These are amazing.
And on that note, are we going to do a demo with the sheep?
Yes, we are. We are going to do a demo with the sheep. So I've got a little piece of the alcohol marker card here. And so I only got alcohol marker card yesterday. Yeah. Because I just, wasn't aware. Oh, I've left my little musical notes on there from my previous show. Let me pop them then and they don't get lost. So I grabbed some alcohol card from Jay. Because if you got some, I could try, please. So he very kindly gave me a pack. So that means, and I got alcohol-proof dye ink. So, so what we're going to do is we're going to stamp the sheep. We'll add a little bit of colour. I'm not going to add much because it's, it's a sheep and we want to keep it as white as we can. Yeah. And do you know what I was thinking? I was thinking as well when I was thinking of puns and stuff. Oh, yeah. I thought, would it be wrong for me when I stamp this to sing Only You? Only You. Who sang that? Was it Roy Orbison? Was it Roy Orbison?
Only You. It was. Ooh, that is a good question. It wasn't. I don't think it was Roy Orbison.
I don't think it was.
Was it the Platters?
Oh, it might have been the Platters. Yeah. Was it?
1955. You can tell the former radio DJ, can't you?
Wow.
Don't forget to listen to me weekdays 2 till 4 on Diamond Groove. I'm on air now, actually. If you want some, stay here, but you can put me on in the background a bit of, if you like soul jazz, stick it on.
I need to listen to that because that'd be right up my street. I think that music on there.
Yeah, it would be.
Okay, let's see. Perfect.
Oh, Johnny, you just nicked my pun. I was going to do that. Johnny just says Sheila's really coming out of her shell because last week she was a little bit sheepish.
Okay, I'm just going to grab some pens. Oh, my goodness. Right, so I've grabbed some of the classic pens. And I thought, right, okay, we're just going to have a go with this. So I've only grabbed 2 of them. I might only need 1 because when I looked at how I'd done the sheep here, I didn't really want it to be quite like that. I think I've got another one in here. Bear with me a sec, or have I not picked that one up? No, I think I picked the... Can I just run over to here and grab a pen? Yeah. Is that all right? Because I think I picked the wrong one up. Just let me find it. That's the one. ice grey one.
Okay.
I'll probably come back and find out I've got it and it's tucked away somewhere.
I'm glad you're doing this because I feel like white things, you know, sheep, snowmen, they're difficult to colour, aren't they? Because they're already white.
Yeah, do you know what? When I used to stamp, like, say, for instance, a snowman.
Yeah.
And I would think, how on earth am I going to get this to look like he's not just? If you imagine, if I just stamped, let's say, for instance, I just got a snowman and I'd stamped it.
Yeah.
And this is not great, you know what I mean? But and we got snow here, and I kept thinking, how am I going to add some colour to this? And I used to use watercolours for this, not alcohol markers. So I would have just kind of thought, right, well, he's going to have and I know this is not going to show the colour great, but he would have a little bit of darkness under there.
Yeah.
So as Leanne always tells you, if you imagine the light is coming from either this side or wherever. And so I just used to do tiny little bits like that. Now, obviously, this was when I was doing watercolours. So I would do that and just do a bit here and then a bit more at the bottom. And then I would blend that out with my water brush.
Yeah.
So gradually you've got hardly any grey there and it just blends out a little bit. I can't do that because I'm using an alcohol marker on that one, but that's what I used to do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to actually go just around the edge here like this. So I'm not even going to do any kind of colouring.
Yeah.
So I want to keep it as white as I can. So I'm just going to go all around the edge, just like that. And I don't know whether this is wrong or right, but I am happy now that that has got a little bit of an edging on, because I don't want it to be like really dark. So again, I'm going to do the same here. And I was looking at it when I got the stamps last week. I thought, what are all these little like pips here, and then I realised it's just got lights around it, hasn't it?
It's got some Christmas lights.
I didn't quite, you know, kind of get it at first, but now I kind of get what it's like. So, and why that is. Now the other thing, of course, let's do the hat as well. Yeah. And I'm going to go all around the hat. So I'm just using one pen. This is Ice Grey 2. I thought it was Ice Grey 1, but it's Ice Grey 2. Okay. Anyway, it's all right. It's okay. In 2 weeks' time, I'll probably be colouring absolutely everything. Every time stamps come out, I'll be like, oh my goodness, I need to colour those. So I think the other thing as well, you can see that you've got these little curves here. And the little curves, I think, represent like lumps of wool. So I would be putting a little line over there. And this applies as well if you're watercolouring. You know, if you're using watercolour pencils, I would just do that. So it just gives a little bit of definition. Until I'm an absolute genius at colouring, then I think this still works because it's subtle. And also, if you were going to put glitter on here, then you could put glitter on there, and it would be quite nice because you'd still have, you know, just a little bit of shading here and there. And then what I am going to do, I'm just going to colour just inside the ear here, just with this one pen. That's all I'm doing. Oh my
Diane
goodness,
just said you could
honestly.
send the card to someone who's just started a new relationship.
Are the people coming up with these? Are they actually going through the dictionary and just going,
there's
you know?
3 here. So Sheila is the sheep Barbara Streisand. That's because of your singing, I think. Then what car does a sheep drive, says Carol? A Lamborghini.
Oh my.
And Rhonda, this is brilliant. Why could the flock of sheep not get on the computer? This is a cracker, this one. Why could the flock of sheep not get on the computer? Not enough RAM.
Oh my.
That is brilliant. I love that.
I think we should call this sheep Rambo.
Rambo! Love it. Love it.
Oh my goodness, Rambo. Right, oh, of course, I need to do my little pom-pom as well. Let's just do the little pom-pom so that shows up. So I'm just...
I love your comment as well, Mary, just whilst watching Sheila. She says, I kept the first cards that I made with each new product so that I can see how I've grown in my crafting journey. I only started card making about 4 years ago. That's such a great idea, and you can see how you've improved, can't you?
Yeah, definitely. Right, I might have to go and grab another red one. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Team. I did have this yesterday. I've got pens from in here and pens from in the other room, so I need to just make sure that... No, I know which is going where. No, I know which is absolutely going where, because I've got them written down, so I know. So there's no danger in that. So this is the darker one. This is cherry red. No, I was blamed for things last week, wasn't I?
I know you were.
I wasn't even here, so I thought I have to defend myself. But no, I will hold my hands up if I have done it wrong, but I know which ones belong where, because I know which I've written it down. So let's just use some poppy red on there. And then I'm going to do some darker here as well.
Okay.
Like that. And let's check it's coming through and that I'm putting enough on. It's coming through. Yeah, let's like that. Put a little bit
Hilary
more.
says you could call the sheep Ed Shearing.
Oh
Ed
my
Sheeran.
goodness.
Very good.
That's amazing.
These are good. We love them.
And then we're going to go with 2. So
If I
this
go
is-
quiet, I am watching, but I'm trying to think of the next pun.
So this one's a little bit lighter. This is poppy.
Yeah.
Look at me blending live. I know.
Blending like a pro.
Yeah, look how carefully I'm doing it though.
I know.
Imagine if I had a great big landscape to do. It'd take me about 3 weeks. You'd still watch, yeah. But like, yeah, I'm gonna just watch this. Okay, and then we've got, so that one goes here to go in back in that room, and then we're on, which one are we on here? Just red. And this is DR1. So this is. And I've not actually gone and done like a really lighter shade. But you can see that I've got a little bit going there.
Yeah.
And then we need to do, cheeks.
Cheeks and the lights.
And the lights. Oh, I didn't think of the lights. Right, I'll tell you what. Cheeks.
Cheeks.
Cheeks. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. This is maple.
Right,
'Cause
yeah.
I've got these for my next demo later on. So we're just going to do a mixture of lights. I'm just going to do one every so often. This, you should really do this yellow with, in all fairness, so the lights are nice and bright, but yeah, they can be any colour, can't they, really? And then we've got, let's do a leaf green, because this is nice and, this is going to be nice and bright, like that. Oh, I don't know why I coloured that one in, but that's okay. We can, because they're going to be just wrapped around in a, how on earth did a sheep get lights wrapped around itself like this?
I thought there was a joke going there. How did the sheep get wrapped in the Christmas lights?
Come on, think of an answer. Anybody?
No.
Because somebody said... Yeah,
No.
I'm trying to think of a smart answer.
No.
I wish you would brighten my day.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's terrible, isn't it?
Because he fell over whilst he was practicing his ballerina. Oh, ballet.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Very good,
my
Johnny.
goodness.
Very good.
Oh, I've got a mark on there now. I've got a little mark on there. Oh, that's probably off, I don't know, it's a bit of ink or something. Right, I'm just going to get a little peachy colour off the rack. Sorry. I'd forgotten about its little...
I'm quite enjoying this, to be honest. Yeah, it's fine.
I'd forgotten about its
they all
little
do it.
cheeks.
They all do it, yeah. Sarah just walks across the front of the camera sometimes, doesn't she? She don't care. She don't care. We're all friends here, Sheila.
Okay, that's a good job, isn't it? So now I've got my little tri-blend pen, because I've got some tri-blends and I've been practicing with those at home a bit. So I'm going to just go around the edge here and make that little blue edge on there. And this is ice blue blend.
Yeah.
Just give it that little bit of shadow on there.
Jen Shank, you'll appreciate this one, being an instrumentalist, a musician. Jen Shank says, what instrument do a pair of sheep play? A tuba.
Oh, a tuba. I was going to say a baritone. Baritone saxophone.
Baritone saxophone. A bassoon, maybe.
Bassoon.
The bassoon is a funny instrument, actually.
Yeah. No, I've not tried a bassoon. I did a show on playing bass clarinet, and I never played a bass clarinet. I played clarinet, obviously, for many years, but I'd never played a bass clarinet. And they needed someone to go and play in the pit band, with the in the pit at the theatre where the band sits.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. So I said, I've not got a bass clarinet. So, we can get one for you. So they gave me a bass clarinet the day before. I had one day to just get to grips with it. And it's so different sounding. It's very unusual, but yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Because I get confused in here, is the fingering the same on a saxophone as it is to a clarinet?
No, it is on one, on one octave.
Yeah.
So one of the octaves, it's the upper octave, it's the same.
Yeah.
But the lower octave, it's different.
Ah.
So yeah, it's I just need to do around its face. Yeah, so it's just a bit different. But you tend to play flute or clarinet and then progress onto sax. Yes, reed instruments, woodwind, yeah. Yeah, they have a reed.
It's funny, isn't it? I said the other day, I can't remember loads of the names of the people that I was in the school orchestra with, but the two people I remember and I won't say a name for privacy purposes, but I remember the name of the girl who played, we had a girl who played a harp in our orchestra, and I also remember the name, there was one lad who played the bassoon, and I still remember his name now, because I just used to marvel at the noise that instrument used to make. It's a funny old noise that comes out of a bassoon, isn't it? And I always used to feel sorry for the girl who played the harp, because I was there with my little violin case, and then she was trundling this massive harp.
Of course, yeah. It's so what we've done there. Excuse a little splodge here. I'm not sure where that came from. So take it like a little fine liner. You might have a snowy stamp that you could use, but if you just do a wavy line, it actually looks like it's just standing in a bit of snow, and if you wanted to, you could do another line here, so it actually does look like it's standing in deeper snow. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pop that onto some paper. Now, this is not Christmas paper. This was from one of the paper pads. I think it was an everyday paper pad.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, okay, I'm not going to do Christmas papers on this. I'm just going to... I got these from our crafting house where we stay when we're up here, because I don't have many papers at home yet. So I thought, okay, let's just see what there is. And they were just everyday papers. There was some of Sarah's signature collections as well in there. And I thought, you know what? If we are doing red and green, why not just use some regular paper?
Yeah.
So that's what I grabbed. And I grabbed a bit of a mixture. We got some plaid as well, or tartan as you call it. So I'm just going to layer these up, and then we can pop the little sheep on there. I'm really disappointed I've got a splodge on there. I might be able to get a pencil eraser.
Do you know what would really finish this project off? Some flocking powder.
Oh.
Thank you.
That's very good. That's very good.
Stephanie says you could colour a sheep black. Everyone has one in the family. Yes, they do. Or you are one of a kind. You are one of a kind. Do you know what? That's a funny story, actually. Yeah, well, it was not a funny story, but yesterday when I was driving up, obviously it was quite a nice morning, and I was driving in between, I think I'd come through Cumbria, and then was then going over the Yorkshire moors. Yeah. And there was a field on the left full of black sheep. And then, just in the field across from there, so you've got the big field full of black sheep, and then there was what looked like a little river. Yeah. And then on this side of the river, on its own,
in the other field was one black sheep. And it was honestly, as I drove past, I was going quite slow because I was behind a van. It was just stood, this sheep, as though to say, like, it was doing this, as though, how on earth have I got here?
Yeah.
And how do I get back to
How
all
did you
my
guys
family
get
over
there?
there?
And why am I still here?
Yeah, because it was next to that, there was like a very small pond, which had probably been made from, you know, excessive rain months ago.
Yeah.
And around the pond were just sat, I don't know if there were 3 herons or 3 egrets, and they were about 10 feet away from the sheep. And it just looked like the sheep was saying, why am I here? And now how do I get back? How have I done that?
Well, do you know, as Carol's just mentioned here, hopefully the sheep managed to get back with all of its friends, and if it did, all's wool that ends wool.
Oh my goodness!
Carol, yeah.
Oh gosh!
All's wool that ends wool.
Oh my goodness! How are these clever people thinking these up like so quick? That's amazing.
The Carol, rather, I love that.
Oh my goodness!
Johnny
oh my
just
word!
said,
oh my word!
it just needs to use its what? GP to find its way back.
To find its way back.
Back. Say what you mean, Johnny. Don't bleat around the bush. That's from Diana.
These are amazing. What people are coming up with.
Jamie's eye rolling everybody here. He's
Oh
like,
my! That's
not really enjoying the terrible gags.
Isn't it
We're loving
amazing
it.
though that all these gags and daft things are coming from this sheep stamp?
I know, but it just shows you what a fun collection it is, there, doesn't
Absolutely, yeah, definitely.
Exactly right.
Right, so we've got our 3 little kind of banners there, and they will go on there. And then we're going to bring the sheep in and pop it here on top, and then we're going to do our little sentiment here. I think it'll be Fleece Navidad, I think,
Feliz
today.
Navidad.
Yeah, so we'll do Fleece Navidad. And then, so let's have a look. So we'll do that one there. And then we'll do this one. So we've got 3 of these on. Again, these are perfect for using up scraps, aren't they? Because you'll have so many little scraps that you can use. And then
What are the sizes of the checkered strips? A few people are asking.
oh, okay. Now then, this one was 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
This one is an inch, and this one is an inch and a half, I think. I'll double check that in a sec.
Yeah.
And then obviously you can either, I think that one's 3/4, that one's 1, and that one's 1 1/2.
Okay.
So, and again, you can either cut your white, I think my white pieces are that size, and then these pieces I've just cut smaller.
Yeah.
But the other thing to do is cut these to that size and then layer them onto white and trim around there, then they'll be a little bit bigger. But either way, you've got plenty gap, and this is a 5x7 card. And then what I've done is I've cut a little piece of the tartan card again.
Yeah.
And I've got a little piece of the alcohol card, and I'm just going to pop Fleece Navidad on there. So let me just bring in the stamping platform.
It's actually one of my favourite Christmas songs, that is. Feliz Navidad.
It is a nice one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a nice
I
one.
think I've got the... Would it be Enrique Iglesias? I think it would.
Oh, yes,
Oh, no,
yeah.
Julio Iglesias.
Julio.
Not Enrique. Yeah. Julio. Feliz Navidad.
Yeah,
Feliz
sounds
Navidad.
about right, that, doesn't it? Right, let me just look over this. Just going to go over
Prospero
to...
año y felicidad.
It's very clever, that Feliz Navidad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think it's my favourite. I think the dogs are my favourite characters, but I think Feliz Navidad is my favourite sentiment.
But you know what, as well, looking at this, if you snip here, you snip after the I and the D, you've got a little sign that says Dad.
Oh, yeah?
So, you know, you can be using that on a card as well.
Feliz Navidad, Dad.
Feliz Navidad, Dad.
Yeah.
Indeed. Right, so we're going to chop this down a little bit smaller. So I'm just going to break, in fact, I can do that with my scissors, I think. So, because we might be able to just get it in the bottom here, a bit smaller than I intended it to be, but I think it would just fit nicely on there. So this is quite simple. You know, you can colour this to your heart's content with whichever medium you like best. We'll pop that on there, we'll trim that down, and then we can pop these onto the card. So let's just do that on there. Do you know, there's a lady keeps messaging us in, isn't there? And her name, is it Alison Mason?
Yes.
Yes, so that's really weird. Every time you say Alison Mason, my heart does skips a little beat because my maiden name was Mason.
Oh,
and
really?
my sister is called Alison. So she was Alison Mason. She's now, obviously, she's been married for 40 years, so she's now Alison Banks. But every time you say Alison Mason has messaged in, I think, it makes me have a little tickle in my tummy because it makes me think of my sister as well.
Ah. You know our Johnny's a Mason, don't you?
Yes, I do indeed. Yeah.
Always makes me laugh because you got Johnny Mason, and one of my favourite movies is The Rock with Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Have you seen that movie? And the main character in that, which Sean Connery plays, is called John Mason. So it always makes me think of
okay. I don't know if I've seen it.
Well, I'm not sure he'd escaped from Alcatraz, though.
It's possible I've seen it.
Oh, apparently it was written all about, it was based on Johnny getting out of Darlington. There's a movie, Escape from Darlington. Starring Johnny Mason. One man. One job.
Oh, that's funny.
Starring Johnny Mason. Escape from Darlington. Sat at the bus stop waiting for the number 7.
Oh my, that's funny.
Oh dear. Sue says, I keep thinking of Shaun the sheep when I look at the sheep. Yeah, Shaun the sheep, brilliant.
Yeah,
oh, and Alison Mason's just messaged.
Oh, she?
She says, oh, thank you, Sheila. Kiss, kiss.
Oh, how sweet. How sweet. Yeah.
Also, thank you to Maggie, who says, my grandson used to sing Feliz Navidad to his dad's girlfriend, but he used to sing, please marry dad. That's what he thought it said. Please marry dad.
Oh, that's cute, isn't it? Please marry dad.
And Pamela says, with all this talent at CC, we need a CC band. I am going to do my very best to make that happen this year. We should get together and record some Christmas songs. Definitely.
There we go. I'm not going to put anything else on there, just because, but it's because it's quite simple. It just shows the stamp. You can use any of your paper or your cardstock. If you've ordered any of the collections, then obviously you can use that.
Fantastic, that absolutely brilliant. And we've covered off the doggos, we have covered off the sheep. More demos to come your way. If you want this full collection, remember the Whimsical Showstopper is all of the brand new stamps and of course all of the extra goodies as well that you're seeing just here. We are going to have a short break in a second, but for those of you that have asked, let's quickly show you this for Hillary. And also, I think it was Jay Pressy who was asking about this. The cartload bag. Now, in this bag, there is loads and loads of goodies. There are 2 items which will make up your items. Which will make up the... Sorry, what did you say, Megan? Oh, the price. Yeah, the price is amazing. So there's 3 items, actually, that you're paying for. The first... it's like a kit within itself, actually, because this is I'll show you this in more detail later, but it's the Home for Christmas box, which has got in it, I mean, there's tons of stuff. 12 gift tags and twine, 5 twine pieces, you've got pom-poms, you've got craft tape in there, you've got ribbons, you've got tons of stickers. It's over 90 pieces in there for you to decorate your Christmas gifts absolutely beautifully. So you pay for that within the bundle. Also within this set, you're paying for this. So it's 100 of our card blanks and envelopes in the pink and the blue. So you get 25 envelopes in pink, 25 envelopes in blue, and then the corresponding envelopes to go with. 6 by 6 the size on those. And then the other item that you're paying for in here, if I can find it. Oh, where's that gone? I thought there was another. Oh, here it is. this little stamp set here. So that is again from the little Sarah Christmas collection we had a few years ago. So it's 5 wooden stamps. So you've got like Father Christmas on there, candy canes, the gingerbread man and more. And then you've also got a link pad in there too. So we'll pop that to one side because that's the kind of payment taken care of. Everything else is free in here. And it's tariff free as well, so £32 or $40. We're going to give you a set of gold, mirror gold cardstock in here. That's 20 sheets of that you're getting in here. You're also going to be receiving the chunky ribbon, as our Debbie would say. That is super handy to have, especially for Christmas time. You're getting the 4 reels, 2 inches wide, 2 meters long in the red and green. And you've got the green and red with the stripes on. Also in here, you're going to get, it's the limited edition 2024 Christmas tree ornament. There you go, limited edition, Santa on his sleigh. If you didn't pick that up, grab the bag today. You're also going to receive for free a bottle of our tacky glue. Always not ours. I always say it's ours, but it's not ours. It's the Carlisle tacky glue. It is absolutely perfect for sticking lots of different textures together. Basically, you guys know your tacky glue. Bottle of that in there you're getting for free. Also for free, great opportunity for you to try out our Colorista pencils. You're getting the bright and vivid set of those high quality pigmented wax pencils for free. Also for free, in fact, let me get everything out here and pop the bag down to the side for a second. Also for free, you're getting this little Forest Glade stamp, which is from the Christmas Rose collection. So it's a beautiful like scene you've got there in stamp form. From the Holly and Ivy collection, remember this. This is the Holly and Ivy stamp and die set. What's cute about that is it's like a holly corner in stamp form, but then you get the die to be able to cut it out. So you can kind of like place it wherever you want on your cardstock. And I suppose if you joined a few of those up, you could create like a really pretty like holly frame topper. So you've got that included in there for free. Also for free, another one of our amazing embossing folders. So this is one of the partial embossing folders, that's the word I was struggling to get. So you get the beautiful emboss there with the Christmas foliage and the Christmas bell, but then we leave a part of that for you blank so you can add in your own sentiment. In this set, you are also going to get your Yuletide season stamp. So in here, you have got 3 dies. Can't read them back to front. Joy, Noel, and Frosty. So it's 3 metal dies. If I flip it around, they are back to front. But look, Joy, Noel, and Frosty. Those are free. Also for free, what a bag this is. You've got the Christmas tree and frame. So that's going to beautifully cut into your cardstock with the frames there where you can mount that tree onto as well, should you wish to do that. Another 3D embossing folder, partial embossing folder. That is the holly and the candles. The holly and the candles. And again, you've got the opportunity to colour that one in, ink that one, and then pop in your own sentiment in the area that we leave blank for you. You're getting a set of stickers from the Home for Christmas collection. So you can give those to the kids or maybe use those as little envelope seals if you want to do that. And then last, but by no means least, you've got the Jingle Bells and Bows Edgeable from the Jingle All the Way collection. So as you can see, it is a Christmas themed cartload and a Christmas themed bag. We don't have huge quantities of that bag though, so if you do like the look of it, make sure you get in nice and early, and your opportunity to buy it now should be £147.33, £191.56. It is £32 or $40 if you're a Platinum member today, and it is tariff free as well, so do not miss out on that. More cartload deals coming up for you later on. Remember, it's a 1-hour cartload tonight at 5, and then 6 o'clock Sheila's got a craft your stash with the Great Outdoors collection. Loads of love coming through for Sheila's card. Thank you to Lois who loved it. Violet, Jeanette McPake saying beautiful, awesome card, says Stephanie. Shirley Nugent says what a lovely card. Keep those comments coming through, and we will be back in about 4 minutes time after a request. This is Elliot's request, probably the last show he's going to see for a while. So we said, what song do you want to hear, Elliot? He said, this one. We'll see you in a moment.
A few weeks ago on the show, we were talking about places where all you guys lived. Well, we might have used Google Earth just to have a bit of a sneaky look at the village, town, or city that you lived in. And I thought it might be quite funny if I wrote a little ditty and I put on my Facebook page, where do y'all live? And I'll put your towns and cities and village into my little song. But I didn't realize there would be about 425 responses, so I'm gonna cram as many places into this song as I can, but I won't get them all in. We craft everywhere, man, we craft everywhere. From over here to there, man, we craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man, we craft everywhere. We craft in Lydney, Lynbrook, Launceston, Lehana, Tampa, Darlington, Almond Beach, Sedalia, Wills Point, Widnes, Wildwood, Wildham, Archer, Jackwell Lake, Walkerburn, Yate, Bay, Hesperia, Sublimity, Pinhole, Avon, Freeport, Mableton, San Jose, Enumclaw, Great Bend, Detroit, Keniston. We craft everywhere, man, we craft everywhere. From over here to there, man, we craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man, we craft everywhere. We craft in Parachute, Paradise, Pollux, Papillion, Sheepshead Bay, St. Petersburg, Seacom, Sutton, Saturday, Bristol, Brighton, Brooklyn, Blackwood, Barnsley, Tide Squeeze, South Shields, Tampa Hills and Bay, Tampa, Pillar, Tucum, Cary, Ottawa, Hull, Harrisburg, Lexington, Tupelo, Cincinnati, Austinburg. We craft everywhere, man, we craft everywhere. From over here to there, man, we craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man, we craft everywhere. Craft in Loxahatchee, Lakesville, Lawrence, Lacey, Livermore, Albuquerque, Weeki, Washi, Pensacola, Ellsmere Park, Mechanicsburg, Williamsburg, Rebella, Houston, Burlington, Wet Wang, Market, Drayton, Yale, Medford, Wellington, Wapakoneta, Homer, Sassa, Santa Rosa, Wichita, Honolulu, Riverdale, Melbourne, Commerce, Fintana. We craft everywhere, man, we craft everywhere. From over here to there, man, we craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man, we craft everywhere. Crafting Newton Abbey, Richmond, Dudley, Georgetown, East Kilbride, Eugene, Ferrum, Rhinebeck, Walkerstown, Newarheim, Fort Wayne, Gloucester, Chester, Long Beach, Raphael, St. Dominic's and Cloud City, Augustine Beach, Sand Springs, Romford, Tulsa, Traverse City, Wesley Chapel, Ballarat, Medina, Ramble City. We craft everywhere, man, we craft everywhere. From over here to there, man, we craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man, we craft everywhere. Craft in Sawbrook and Tucson, Kissimmee, Philadelphia, Chicago, Las Vegas, Biloxi, Latte, Elmira, Glendale, Scottsdale, Anchorage and Hurtville, Seattle, Gold Canyon, Ipswich, Cumberland, Unionville, Toledo, Miami, Atlanta, Cleveland, Gold Canyon, Altoona, Calounda, Port Orange, Clover, Rising Sun. We craft everywhere, man, we craft everywhere. From over here to there, man, we craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man, we craft everywhere. And there's a few more places I didn't manage to get into the song. West Runton, Newcastle, Kingswood, Sandbach, Carlisle, Bewley, Albury, Durham, Springfield, Ashington. We craft in Greenville, Lincoln, Nebraska, Sumter, Oak Park, Winchester, Knapp Hill, Stoke-on-Trent, Mount Pocono, Greenville, Charlotte, Oxon Hill, Tunbridge Wells, Modesto, Haverhill, Sierra Vista, Arecibo, Morgantown, O'Fallon, Aurora, Black Forest. We craft in Hermiston, Brownsburg, Henderson, Socorro, Fort Myers, Manningham, Hilliard, Farmingdale, East Moline, Summers Point, Calgary, Charleston, Salisbury, Malden, Galloway, Fitchburg, Hopewell, Aberdeen, Winstead, Castlewood, Chatsworth, Limestone, Victoria, Willoughby, Rockland, Canton, Falmouth, Conestoga, Lyndhurst, Ashbourne, and Cluj-Napoca. Oh yeah.
Right, Ben, as your partner in crime is now gone on to pastures new, I've got a new job for you to do, Ben. You are now in charge of the crafting angels. So you got Debbie and Sheila. They're your angels, so please look after them and assign them to do their duties and duos and crafting. Look forward to carrying out this mission. Have fun, my crafting hero, Ben. You are chief leader of the crafting angels. Have fun.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for all the comments coming through. Wayne Anthony Dunn.
What's he said? Yeah.
The last time I heard this song, it was in my head all day.
It was.
Sheila was actually saying before the show that you wanted to find where it was.
Yes.
If you follow me, Wayne, on YouTube, at Ben Moseby CC, you'll find that song there amongst all my other many hits.
I know what's going to happen now. I'm going to get in, and as soon as they open the door, he's going to have it on loud.
I love that. Imagine getting home tonight and that's cranking up full blast.
Yeah, Ben Moseby around the house, yeah.
There's many more online at Ben Moseby CC with all the greatest hits like You're Welcome, the Leanne version. One of my favourites, which we never played on air, which we did a while back, was the Fresh Prince of Facial Hair. That was a good one. Yeah, do you remember that one? From Movember, yeah. That was an absolute cracker, that one. And of course, everyone's favourite, the Crafty Can. Now, that's what I call Ben Moseby in all bad record shops now. Hello to Angelia as well. He says, I bought this bag that we just showed, sight unseen. Woohoo. I'm happy that I did. Well, that is marvellous, Angelia. Glad that you loved it. Would have been bad if you bought it and went, oh I don't really want that. It's a great bag. It's a great bag. I can't believe we're an hour into the show. That hour has flown over. Yeah. So let's give you a recap if you have just joined us that this is the official launch of our Whimsical stamps. It is the third of our Christmas launches and you guys have received all of them absolutely brilliantly. I think you've loved the fact that they're so different to each other and this one is just a lot of fun, right? It is a full set of different characters with all the different sentiments in. I'll show you them on board in just a few moments. Yeah, D-Rob's favourite of the Christmas range. I know she's looking forward to crafting with these. But listen, you're going to get all the brand new stamps. This showstopper here is the tariff-free showstopper, so applicable really for our US friends. You are going to get a set of classiques in there. That is the vivid and bright classiques, so our dual-ended alcohol markers with the fine nib and the chisel nib in a wonderful selection of colours. You're getting 2 of our ink pads in the quick dry, so you've got crushed velvet and also the Friar Brown, and then you've got the 4 set of rocker blocks in there too. So that is really, as I say, for our US viewers to make sure you can get that tariff free for 64. UK and EU viewers, you can obviously still buy that, but if you say to me, well, actually, I don't really need rocker blocks, or I don't want to buy the other bits and pieces, you can just search for the Whimsical Stamps collection, and then that is available for you in the UK or the EU, just as the brand new stamps. Here they are on the boards as well. As I say, you know, you're going to see some, we can show those finished samples again if you want, but you've got some more demos coming up. This just basically shows you what they're going to look like once you stamp them out. So there is Lady Barbar, or Rambo. I love that, Rambo. Happy Christmas to you, and Feliz Navidad. The dogs that you saw earlier, if you want to see the dogs in action, go back to Wake Up Call. We woof you a Merry Christmas and Happy Woofmas. I've already made Molly Collie a card for her birthday, which is a week on Saturday. Yeah, I made it with the Katie Sue range, but I might make her another one and just use these dogs as well. Bless her. She's going to be 3 Molly Collie. 3 cards for her 3rd birthday, maybe. To be honest with you, she'd just rather have treats and a new toy. She won't want my nonsense cards, will she? But never mind, it's the thought that counts. You also get in the cat, feline festive and meowy Christmas. Then you've got your prosecco glasses in there too. This is have a sparkling Christmas and let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. And then last but by no means least, you have got the shoppers in there as well. Tis the season to be shopping with the 3 different shoppers on there. It's the most wonderful time of the year and tis the season to be shopping. Those are the brand new stamps that you're going to get. Let's have a look at some samples and another demo with Sheila, because you've got a beautiful array over there.
Yes. So we've got quite a lot of samples here to my right that you can see. We put these on here before because we thought it was nice to show the variation and give you some ideas. When you get your stamps at home, you'll be able to go, oh, I really like the little girls that are stamped on the tags. You know, they're going to make great tags for maybe nieces, granddaughters, sisters. But also, like you said, Ben, 2 of those images can be used all year round because they're just girls carrying boxes and gift bags and stuff. There's no Christmas link on those. The only difference is the lady holding the tree. But I mean, I'm wondering if you could maybe, stamp the boots of the lady holding the tree and put those onto the lady who's, you know, you could change the boots around and things. Depends how faffy you like to be. But yeah, you definitely, you know, chop and change with those. But yeah, they're really lovely. There's some, and then obviously we said before about making things like crackers.
I love that.
And maybe like gift boxes. You know, these are all great. And I just think as well, with that sheep, if you wanted to, I mean, you could make it comical like we did the other day with the monsters from the Little Adventurer kit, where you put googly eyes on.
Tell you what, you could also put in that box, you could put some mints in there, couldn't you? And then there would be bar humbugs.
Oh, yes.
Bar humbugs. No? Okay.
Yeah, you could.
No, mints, not mints as in meat. Mint.
Yeah, minced meat. Oh, gosh, it would ruin the box completely, yeah, imagine. Mincemeat, yeah.
Mince, yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah, but that you could put humbugs in there and put that on there, bar humbug. Yeah, that would be brilliant. But there's so many things you can do, and it's so nice to see that. Yeah, don't just be doing your cards. Oh, you could make a box and a card and a tag to match, and then present it in that way. If you do craft fairs and you're selling your things, because you can make and sell from all these, then just you can do all sorts. I think this is a really great one. Baby's first Christmas.
Oh,
you
yeah.
You have to do that one.
Yeah.
You could put a blue hat on, a green hat, a pink hat, a yellow hat, whatever you want to. Baby's first Christmas will be perfect. But I'm also thinking, if you wanted to, you might be able to draw, like how we've got its eyes are shut. You might be able to change that. Just colour it in black. So you've got two big black eyes. Not black eyes as in, been fighting or been wrestling or rugby tackled.
Or like you say, googly eyes as well.
Googly eyes would be good, yeah definitely, but they're really, really lovely. And I think same with the cats as well. The cats are perfect. We've not used the cats yet, but yeah, look at that cat on there, just great for all your cat charities, your dog charities. There's so many things in here that you can use outside of Christmas as well. Don't forget, if you're using the cats as well, put a little bell on there. You could have a proper bell on the hat. We've got this one here that's glittered, which is really pretty. But yeah, lots of inspiration, I think, here from the samples that the team have done. Really exciting for you. And I'm excited if you've ordered these and you're going to get them, what you make from them.
I love that box is out here. Oh, how to make that box. That might be for a craft along or for another day, I think, potentially on that one out here. And Angelia says, creative colouring could possibly make the tree into a cake on that stamp. I think, that could be something to attempt, actually. So again, to make it like a birthday cake. I love that idea. Would love to see it if you can do it. Keep the comments coming through. We're going to have another demo, actually, with Sheila now. So we've done a card with the sheep. We've done a card with the dogs. What we're going to do next,
Sheila?
So
now we're going to use those lovely ladies. 'Tis the season to be
brilliant.
shopping. So I've done a bit of prep ahead of time, because I'm going to use the Colorista pencils this time.
Okay.
So as you can see, I've already stamped 2 of the ladies. I'm going to stamp the 3rd lady, and then what I'm going to do, I've already done a little bit of prep here.
Oh, nice.
So you can see I've stamped them all twice, and I've not coloured them the whole thing twice. I've just coloured like the handbag, the parcels, the tree, and then I've cut them out. These are going to go on top, decoupaged, so it gives you a little bit of a lift as well, and something a bit different. You just have to look at where the hands are and where the arms are to make it look right, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
So because we've got the tree overhanging her arms, then that would be okay to have the tree, the whole top half of that tree over her arms, because it's going to be within the branches.
Yeah.
And then on this one, because I thought it was going to be a little bit faffy to cut around her hands, because they would be holding the box. What I've then done is cut it from the lid, because the lid would be over the top of the box. So when we do that, it kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
So you can see how it does work, and then the same with the 3rd one. So I'm going to stamp the 3rd lady onto the end of here. Wrong way, Sheila, turn it the other way. So what we'll do is this can go onto here, and it should just fit nicely on there. So let's ink that up, and then we can stamp that on there. And I didn't do, this one stamped great, and the second image did. But then when I did the 3rd one, it wasn't fabulous at the top here, but I thought it doesn't matter, because I'm going to be putting the parcels over there anyway.
Yeah.
So, and I had coloured them already, and then thought, you know what, we can hide that by doing a bit of decoupage. And that's the nice thing about these, I think, as well. They're only small, but they're not overly detailed.
Yeah.
So you've still got that kind of nice ease of colouring, and especially if you're doing it with your pencils, I think it's, because the small images, they're nice to do with the pencils.
Just a question has occurred to me. Does it matter what ink pad you stamp with if you're colouring with pencils?
Well, I've just used the waterproof dye ink, because it's just a a dye ink pad.
Yeah.
Which I would normally use with most of the things I stamp, unless I'm using alcohol markers. But there you go. So you can see now we've got her. Now what I need to do is bring these bits in. To be honest with you, if you're building up the layers and cutting out certain areas of it, you don't have to colour underneath. But I've got quite a deep foam pad on here. So because you'd be able to see probably a bit behind it, I felt it was better to colour it as well.
Yeah.
But you can, you know, you can shape it. I'm just using our white card here. So you can make it a little bit shaped. So what we'll do, we'll just colour this in. Now these are the that great deal that we had on yesterday. If you got these in the 60-minute deal, well, you were the luckiest person, because these are great pencils. They're wax pencils, so they feel really nice when you colour with them. And I think they're quite forgiving as well, and they will blend with each other. Now, I was also told by one of our customers emailed in and mentioned it about using, let me get it.
Oh, the blending solution?
Yes, the blending solution, and it's one of the tortillons, isn't it?
The tortillons, yeah.
Yes. So now I believe it will work. I've not tried it. I have got some of this at home, I think, so I might try it and see how it performs, but I'm sure it would be fine. I'm told that that would work.
Yeah,
so,
it will.
So thank you to the lady. I think she emailed in on, I think it was Saturday when I was on with Becky.
Okay.
So I think that's when it was. So
yeah, it definitely does work. I'm trying to think who used it recently. Someone did it recently. Was it Debbie Robinson or the Fish? One of the two did it. Just as a by the by, a set of these pencils, of course, don't forget, is in the Cartload goodie bag tonight, the Bright and Vivid. So if you want to try those out, they are in the goodie bag in Cartload. They're brilliant pencils, though, aren't they, Sheila? When you consider, I know yesterday, and we have done deals where we've given away, like practically given them away, all 48 for £6.
Yes.
They are, I would say, almost ignore the price tag, because they are much better than that price tag suggests, aren't they?
Yeah, incredible deal. And as a starter set, if you've not used pencils since you were like young or you're at school, these are a really nice starter set, and they feel, because they're wax and they're not like lead, they feel different to a pencil that would have lead in it. They feel very soft, and I think if you wanted to get a really deep colour, you can press really hard. If you want to just go light, like I'm doing there now at the front of the box, you can do that as well. And then if you wanted to, I mean, I know I've already coloured these parcels in, but if you wanted to add some darker like that, you can do some darker at the edge, like that, and that will just blend in. So we've got like a darker edge there now.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't believe that's just done with something that's so inexpensive and so great. I think they're lovely. So what we'll do, I'm just going to colour a skirt in now as well, and I'll just to cheat a bit. Well, if I get the colours that we've done the boxes in here, because I want them to match, obviously, you can cheat. You don't have to do all your perfect shading or anything. You can just cheat, because that's going to be covered. But if anyone can see underneath, they at least see the colour there. So you don't need to do all these, extreme little stripes and things. I will just do those quickly, but just as a, as a guide and a little cheating trick, just to save some time.
Yeah.
You can do that. So.
Do you prefer colouring pencils to pens, or do you?
I love colouring pencils.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always have done. Obviously, I'm not too worried about the dark and the light and the shade on here, but you can see I have done it because I've only got this one set. If I had all 4 sets, I would be mixing them all in, but this is the only set I've got. So for now, we'll just do it in those colours, and just with, you can, if I show you, I might be able to do it with something on here, like a shoes and things.
Yeah.
We might be able to make a different colour by mixing them. So I'm just going to do this quite light, and honestly I think these are going to last for ages, because I am hardly putting any pressure on here, and I'm just doing it in little circular motions as well, because I do like colouring in a circular motion. I don't know if that's like the right way or the wrong way, but
whatever works for you, I'd say.
I just think, yeah, when you think of all the, so many people who went to college and did degrees and have gone to college and done postgraduate diplomas and all the stuff they've done to learn their skills or make their skills better. And then sometimes you can go into an art gallery and you can see something that has just been, you know, people will stand back with tins of paint and throw it, and that then becomes a massive masterpiece and sells for thousands of pounds or dollars. And that's a typical example of showing, like, you know, not everything has to be regimented and perfect.
No.
And I don't think there's many hobbies that you can do that in. Like if you're a fisherman, you know, or a golfer, you can't just hit the ball willy-nilly. You've got to aim for the hole, and, you know, practice means you'll get it right. But with craft, I think we're really lucky because we can do it how we like, we can do it at whatever stage we like, and just you can just do it your way, which I think is amazing. So let's just colour these in quickly here.
Just remind us of the black ink you've used again, because Marilyn is asking, what did you stamp it with?
This is the Finesse ink.
Yeah.
And it's the waterproof dye. It's non-smear with watercolour. I know that if I was using watercolour pencils, anything that I'm blending out with water, I would use this. I think that's what we would recommend, but everyone else, you know, I've not got the whole selection of ink pads, so as long as I've got a dye ink and an ink that I can use with alcohol markers, you know, I've always had dye inks and used those for, you know, most of their things. But it's Finesse, waterproof dye, non-smear with watercolour, and it's the Noir Black.
Yes.
And it's acid-free as well. So, and it's got this like tealy coloured pack that it's in, container, pot, whatever you call it. Okay, so we'll just finish this a little bit of cheating here, and then we'll do a skirt. And then, and again, for something like the bow here, I did bring my pencil sharpener, but I didn't sharpen the pencil. So for something so fine, then you could do it with a sharper pencil. So now we need to colour our gloves. We've got blue gloves, we've got green gloves. Let's do red gloves on this girl here. And I think we can just see, in fact, that's pink, isn't it, I think? Oh, actually, not, yeah, that's the red there. So I can just see the edge of a coat here as well. And I think it looks like it's got a fur collar on. So we can just leave that probably, and we'll give her like let's give her a purple jacket.
I like Karen's comment. She just said the ladies are a great design for gifting a friend's day out, whether it's a gift card or an invitation to lunch and shopping. That's a really good idea.
Idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lovely idea.
And Karen just says, my daughter gets very upset if she doesn't get a colouring book and pencils for her Christmas present. Still, she is now 44.
Yeah.
It's like a selection pack. I still get a selection box for Christmas with the different chocolate bars in, and I'm 46 this year, aren't I? So,
you know what? You can't go wrong with colouring pencils and you know, and a colouring book or a pad you can draw in. You know what I mean? It's we just used to love our. You know, when we were ill, we would like for off school with like tonsillitis or, you know, very bad cold or upset tummy or whatever. If Mum went to town to get the shopping, she would always say, shall I get you some new felt tips? And we would cry like with, can I have some felt tips? And she'd bring us, we couldn't wait for her to get back. And you know, if you sat on the couch or laid on the couch under a blanket and you've got like your slippers on, your pyjamas, and you're feeling a bit sickly, and pencils and a colouring book will just, you know, make everything perfect. So I think what we'll do here now, I think I might just bring another colour in, so we onto that, just to show that we can blend and make like a new colour. So I wondered if we should just go crazy and add like yellow and see what happens. Should we do that?
Why not? We're here to experiment, aren't we?
And see what happens with the colour, because I think it'll probably make it a little bit like lime greeny, but also as well, if you think back, I think I actually had, it was my sister, was it me or my sister, had a purple coat in the 70s with fur around the hood. And it had yellow, it was purple and yellow, I think. And I think it was my sister that had yellow and green. But look, you can make new colours.
That's it.
Because they blend with each other, so it almost makes it look like it's a patterned coat now.
I see, yeah.
So let's go back in with a bit of purple.
Well done to Todd. By the way, Todd Johnson never commented before, and 2 in 1 day now. See, it becomes addictive, Todd. Todd's just said, I've just ordered 4 packs of the pencils. Great buy. Honestly, they're brilliant for the price, aren't they?
Yeah,
Shop the day for
I
these.
think so.
And good afternoon, Kelly O'Sullivan. She says, afternoon, Ben and Sheila. I got a colouring book and some pencils for my birthday last week, and I turned 49. There you go. Just goes to show you're never, ever too old for a colouring book and some pencils.
Not at all, no. Not at all. Right, so we're going to just do her some colour on her legs. So again, I'm just doing it quite pale here. And then I might make it a little bit darker, just where her skirt would like kind of hang over her legs. Like that, and just down the back there because her other leg is in front. Like that, and then this would be the same. So we'll go a little bit darker there, and then a bit lighter here. And I don't think anybody in the world would ever look at it and go, well, look at those legs. They've shaded those all wrong. If they did, then...
Never sent them a card again.
Yeah, just put them on the bottom of the list.
Yeah, naughty list.
The naughty list. Yeah, and then let's give her purple shoes as well, because she's got a purple jacket. Yeah. Let's give her purple shoes as well. And then what I am going to do is I'm going to... see, you can get away with light and shade not being spot on these because they're really small. Not really small, but like pairs of shoes like that, you know. And then we're going to do the same thing that we did with the sheep. So we're going to just do, we've got this lovely little like turquoisey ice blue. And again, we just go around the edge. And again, because we're doing it with pencil, you can just kind of do it in circular motion. You can just do it as a line. It's very subtle, but it'll just make it jump off the page a little bit more, and it gives it that icy feel as well, I feel. Yeah. Like especially around the tree here, it looks quite icy and chilly. And then I think we'll bring in a black pen again and just make it look like they're standing on something. Or you can bring, I've not got a grey pencil here, or I would have done it with the pencil, but what I might do is just do a little bit of edge. So we can see that they're standing on something, because at the minute they're floating, aren't they? And it's in midair. And then all we have to do then is layer them up. Oh, we'll layer the card first, this panel, stamp panel, onto some cardstock, and then we'll put it onto the card.
Sheila, Sandy's just asking, she says, I bought these pencils. She says they're so smooth to colour with, and I love seeing how you use them. She says, do you have a suggestion for any pencil sharpeners and erasers? Do we need to be looking for specialist sharpeners and erasers, or will sort of any do, really?
Do you know what? I mean, with my pencils that I have at home, I tend to use, I bought myself in this country, you can buy a really good, like, silver one that's got, like, 2 holes in.
Yeah.
It might be, would they be Statler?
Statler,
yeah.
I think,
I mean, they've been going forever, haven't they? But, yeah, I do have a couple of those which I use for my pencils, my watercolour and these. I don't know if there's anything special. Maybe I can find out. And I don't know about an eraser for them. I'm sorry, I'm a bit rubbish on this, but I will try and find out if I can.
We did have, it's probably not in stock, but we had a pack ages ago with an eraser and the tortillons and a sharpener in. But it's probably gone, that is it? That's sold out.
Really? Yeah. Okay, well maybe there is... Sandra might have something on there, yeah, possibly.
Sandra might do. She's certainly got tortillons. I know that much.
Yes, she has, hasn't she? Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we've got those girls done, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to lay them onto some cardstock just before I put the little extra bits on top, because that way then it'll just make it easy. So I'm just using a piece of black because I've stamped them in black. So we're going to put those on there, and then we're going to do put it on some green, blue and some green. So I've gone with some textured cardstock for the blue and the green, and I think it just picks up the blue and the green that we've got on there with that lovely icy blue edging again. And then we will put it on green. I think we'll stamp a little sentiment as well. And then we will put it onto, just pull that up a bit there so it's even. So straight away putting that blue on there makes it a little bit more cold.
Yeah.
And you know, you might want to put some of your little gems. You might have a little snowflake stamp from all the collections that we've brought before, or the new collections that you're waiting for to arrive. I think some have probably got some snowflake stamps in, or you could do snowflake dies, whatever you want to. And just maybe you might want to actually colour the whole background, but I just wanted to use the pencils on there and keep it quite clean.
So good, that.
Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I've already got my pads on here, so I'm just going to, I'll tell you the truth now. What I did was I already had these two layered up.
Okay.
And then in my mind I thought, oh, you silly girl, you need to stamp the other lady. Well, you can't do that with the stamp press if you've got these layered up.
Of course.
You know, the amount of times that's happened in life with me crafting. So, and I did colour the parcel green on here. I don't know what I was thinking because it's red on here. But anyway, I'd point out all my mistakes as well. It's the same when I do knitting, you know. And then if I've done like a one stitch that's wrong, and then I'll say to whoever it's for, I always go, oh. They'll go, oh, that's lovely. And I'll say, I point the mistake out, and they go, well, I would have never noticed that. I'm just too too honest. Okay, and we've
so good. This, I love the fact that you've done this, and like you've added that sort of element of 3D to it as well. I think it just takes it to that next level, doesn't it?
It's just another way of doing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just another way of doing it, and then like me saying with the colouring, if you don't think your colouring is up to it yet, by doing it this way, people will not notice the colouring. When you give it to them on a card, they will just notice the decoupage elements, because that's what everybody notices on projects that you make. The fact that they've done, the fact that you've put things decoupaged, and they go, how do you do that? Have you done that? It's amazing, because it's that three-dimensional thing that draws you in.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do now, quickly, is I was going to put this onto a 7x5 card. Now you could leave it just like that because I think it's quite nice. So I might just leave it like that. However, I did look because in the retro pad.
Yes.
So this is a 5x7 card. Now this is the page, the back three
the back
pages. Right, I've got the all these little like tabs on, or little squares, rectangles. But if you look at this, if you put that on a 5x7 card, if you cut it off down there, you've got the continuation of this first strip. Right, so if you cut the first strip off, and then you can layer those onto here. If you cut along the bottom there, that's going to give you a really nice panel to go on that card, and there'll be just enough to leave a tiny white edge, and then that would sit on there.
Oh, that's nice.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
Like that. So obviously you're not going to have this end on, so it's going to be like that. But you can see how it picks out all those colours.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we can stamp a sentiment. Should we stamp a sentiment? We got time? Cool, let's stamp a sentiment then. Okay, and then we can maybe cut those papers down. But yeah, it does work really nicely. So which one should we have? Which sentiment should we have? It's the most wonderful time of the year, or 'tis the
season to be shopping. La, 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 la. What do you like at Christmas time for shopping, Sheila? Are you organised, or are you lastminute.com?
I'm usually last minute, but you know what? I used to, years ago, when I was married, the family was very big, and it would be like 30 odd presents.
Yeah.
I used to buy for everybody. And then obviously life changes and you go different directions. So now my older sister, she says, don't buy us anything, we don't need anything. They live on a canal boat.
Oh, yes,
so they've not got room really for extra bits and bobs. Sometimes I'll get them like a calendar or just something they can eat or whatever. But she says, don't buy us anything. We don't want anything. We told the kids we don't want anything. So yeah, so it's just really myself in Wayne and my mum, and then like my niece and nephew's children, you know, because they're young and they need toys and stuff. So I don't have a lot now to buy for. And sometimes like the two of my great grandchildren, listen to me, I'm not even a mum, never mind a grandma.
So you're aging yourself here.
Gosh, yeah, look at me, maybe put myself in the 80-year-old bracket. No, I haven't got grandchildren. I meant my great nephews. I've got two great nephews and two great nieces. And so obviously I buy them presents or I give them vouchers. It just depends because some of them are getting to that age now where they just want, you know, vouchers and things. So, so there we go. We've got our little "'Tis the season to be shopping." Let's pop that onto a little bit of black, and then we can stick that on there. Do you know what? I really enjoyed using these. And really enjoyed putting something together.
Yeah.
And hopefully, you know, it'll give you a bit of inspiration to try it yourself if you've not tried the pencils yet, or you're new to stamping, or you're not overly confident. Doesn't matter what stage you're at. It's just nice that you're crafting, and hopefully give you a little bit of inspiration to make some nice little projects. I would never do that. I'd never cut these with scissors. I always do them on the guillotine, but for time now. So we've got, shall we put this paper on or shall we just do it? Do we just leave it?
I quite like it clean, but it's up to you. It's your card.
Do we just leave it like that? That was just an idea when I saw it. And we did say, didn't we, yesterday as well, when this was on, we didn't mention it, but I thought as well, from these pages, but from the big 12 by 12 pad, you could make, if you've got grandchildren or children, you could make a lotto game. So you could actually
said that. Such a cool idea.
Yeah, because there's 5, 10, 15, 20, there's 25. So you could, in theory, make boards of 6, maybe, with the 2 sheets. As long as you've got enough repeated for them to like take a card, pick it up and go, have I got that? No, I've not. Put it back on that pile. So it might be a good little learning thing for some of your grandchildren or something that you could do with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that would be quite nice. So let's just pop this on here, and then we can pop the sentiment on. So this is nice and clean, people, because all you're going to look at on here, you're going to see the sentiment, aren't you? Let's pop that on with a couple of little pads so it's raised up. You're going to see the sentiment. You're going to see the girls. There's nothing else to detract you from that.
No.
And you'll see the little decoupage bits that make it a bit three-dimensional.
Yeah.
So you're going to, I think people will quite like it.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was love coming in, just as you're popping that sentiment down. The 3D makes the card, says Jeannie. Lovely lady, Sheila, says Tracy. And love, love, love this card, says love to create LC. There's loads more coming in. It's brilliant, Sheila. Absolutely brilliant.
It's quite cute, isn't it? You know what you could do as well? Get some snow on there, some glitter. You know, or if you've got your sparkle spray. And maybe because you've got the sentiment here, you could add 3 to kind of like make it level up, if you like.
Yeah.
You could put 3 little black gems down the side or something like that. So it just, but you know, you could do all kinds of things. You could even emboss the plain white background with some of your embossing folders, and then, so there's lots of different ways of doing it, but it's just sometimes nice to do it simple.
Love that. The 3D adds so much to the card, says Karen Bernhardt, and I love the paper. I'd love that in some fabric, says Karen Austin. Is that type, isn't it? Like do some like quilting with maybe.
Definitely.
Shirley Nugent, love this card. And Rhonda says, I've gotten really good at covering up my mistakes. Practice makes perfect. Lol.
It does, it does.
I know all about mistakes when it comes to making cards and stuff. Absolutely very good at it. But listen, we all have fun, right? And listen, if you want to have this collection in your life, let's get you checking it out. We're going to give you about 4.5 minutes to get your carts and baskets checked out. When we come back, we'll have another delve into that cartload bag, because a few of you I know have been commenting about that. It's proved very popular, and also it'd be quite nice because if you want to be able to recreate the card that Sheila's just done there, you'll want those pencils. There is a set of those pencils in that goodie bag, so we'll have a look through that in just a few moments' time. But let's get you to the checkout, and we'll come back in about 4 or 5 minutes' time.
Hi Crafty Peeps, Victoria here. I love Crafters TV because it shows you the best tips and tricks on how to use your crafty stash. It also connects you with people from all over the world, and nowhere else on shopping TV you have the opportunity to live chat with other people from the other side of the world, for example, and laugh with them and be there for them when they're having a tough time. But also know that when you're having a tough time, you can switch on Crafters TV and you can go on the live chat, and you know people will be there for you as well. And when you're having a bad time and not feeling well, when you're a bit down in the dumpster and you know Crafters TV is going to be on, there's going to be some laughters and there's going to be some fun. And the banter going on between the demonstrators and the demonstrators is just really fun and really good, and sometimes the only laugh you will get when you're not feeling well. So that's personally why I love Crafters TV the most. It's the connection, the personal connection with everyone that's involved in Crafters TV and all the other crafters out there. So thank you, Sarah, from the bottom of my heart for coming up with Crafters TV and for bringing all the good fun and all the crafty tips to us. Yes, thank you. Keep up the good work, and I love you. Bye.
Pokey tools and paper pads, gilding, wax and stamping mats, scissors, glitter, builder blocks, faux snow fabric, rocker blocks, Bria's misters, quilting clips, and die brush tools, precision snips, finger daubers, acetates, stencils, glue guns and templates, Gemini Pro, Julia and the OG, Gemini Go, Mini and the MIDI, tri-blend brush pens, aqua pens and aqua blends, illustrators, classics and tri-blends and color blends and glitter pens and sparkle pens, outliner pens. Fine tip glue, applicators, envelopers, creators, stamping platforms, boxer boards, the big score and scoreboard, Nina card and craft card, glitter card, matte black card, graphics, wadding and adhesive sheets, glass mats, guillotines and pen trays, ball tool, dice and zinc trays, miter tools and binding tools and toe bags, USBs, bone folders and punches, low-tack tape, paint brushes, stamens, mountboard, flower forming foam, outline markers, DVDs, spell quick writing pads and CDs, gilding flakes and washi tape, tacky glue, red liner tape, craft ice, full press, sparkle pots, Centura pan and sticky dots, pigment, ink pads, chunky glue, body bags, all-purpose glue, embossing folders, blending tools, storage folders, much more too. Water reactive ink pads, body bags, craft magnets, year of craft and glue, stick and spray and stick away, dotty tape and split pens, acrylic paint pens, tape pens, watercolor card, rotary cutters, magazines and stamping card, ultimate Pro and the rotating design board, ultimate first compendium, Sarah signature collections, and don't forget discovery kits. Oh, and there's foam pads, think that's it. One final thing, foam on a roll, foam on a roll.
What I love most about Crafters TV is the community. I feel like I'm crafting along with my friends. And there's so much support, respect, and inspiration all through the socials. Be it on CTV, Facebook, or YouTube, everyone is so supportive and I've learned so much. Most of all is the good times and lots of laughs, which have gotten me through some tough days. So lots of love, my crafty friends, and to the CC team. Thank you, and keep up the good work.
Welcome back. But just before we see like a final little look through the collection, we have got a quick demo and a quick look in this bag. This is the cartload bag for tonight. It's a 1 hour cartload at 5. Christmas cartload. Get in now because we don't have lots of this bag left, and then Sheila's with you at 6 tonight for a crafty stash on the Great Outdoors collection. We're going to have a look at how many numbers of these we've got left actually, because it's not going to be a huge amount. Johnny will tell me. But in the bag, shut up. There are only 30 of these bags left, I've just been told. That must mean it is now limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means it won't be seen. That's my favourite thing ever. It soon won't be seen. I expect that every time now. Yeah, it soon won't be seen. What are you getting in here, though? Well, you're getting your Home for Christmas collection. So this is a great set. It's going to allow you to decorate your Christmas gifts beautifully. 36 pom-poms, 4 craft tapes. You've got 5 lots of ribbon, 36 stickers, 5 twine pieces, 12 gift tags and twine, and a partridge in a pear tree. No partridge in a pear tree. You get your envelopes and cardstock in here. So 100-piece collection. This 6x6 in size. You get pink and blue. Always think this would be great for new baby cards as well, or gender reveal. You have got your pink card, 25 of those pre-scored, ready to go. 25 envelopes, 25 blue cards, and 25 blue envelopes. And then you're going to get your stamp set from Sarah's Christmas range from a few years back. Those are those cute little stamps mounted onto wood blocks. You've got the gingerbread man, candy cane, Father Christmas, and some other little bits and pieces, plus an ink pad. Now, those you pay for. Everything else is free. So you've got your metallic cardstock in here. Beautiful gold metallic. You've got 20 sheets of that, super reflective and ready to go, 230 GSM. You're also going to receive your 2024 Christmas ornament. A few people say, why is it 2025? Well, it's not Christmas yet, is it? So we've got you the one from last year. And if you haven't got it yet, limited edition, so you want to add that to hang on your Christmas tree this year. Bottle of your tacky glue, always useful to have. As I mentioned, your Colorista pencils, those are the bright and vivid, so those are the ones that Sheila's just been using. You're getting for free. That's free. You're also getting chunky ribbon for free as well. You get green, the red, and the green and white and red and white striped. Handy for your crafting, but also great for just simply popping around your prezzies, right? 2 meters of each. And then all this other stuff for free. I'm going to get it all out of the bag because there's absolutely loads in here. So also for free, you are getting the Edgeable from the Jingle All the Way collection, Arnold Schwarzenegger's favourite. Jingle all the way, come on, put that cookie down. You've got the Bows and Bells in there. Love that movie. Won't be long till we were watching that. It's nearly August. You've got your stickers in there for the Home for Christmas collection, so give those to the kids, add them to your projects, use those as envelope seals if you like. You've got 2 of our partial embossing folders, 3D partial embossing folders, 6x4 in size. So embosses that one, a beautiful candlelit scene. That, work it into your Christmas by candlelight collection. Perfect. You've got space there as well to add your own sentiment. And then your other 6x4 partial embossing folder is the beautiful Christmas bells. You've got a Christmas tree frame die set with the sentiment Deck the Halls. You have got 3 fantastic sentiment dies there, so Joy, Frosty and Noel. You've also got this really cool stamp and die set from the Holly and the Ivy collection. It's a holly stamp, but then you've got the die to cut it out, so you can cut that onto the edge of your cardstock. You can cut it wherever you like, really. Stamp it out if you just want to, or indeed, I guess if you stamp that like 4 times into a square, you could create a really cute little topper to go on your project. And I really don't remember this, but it's a cute little scene. It's called the Forest Glade. What was it? About 3 by 2.4 stamp, that one. It's that scene that you're seeing there. If I flip it around, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. From the Christmas Rose collection, that is included in your collection. There you go. That's the shot we need. £32 or $40 for that collection. It should be 147 or 191. There are less than 30 of those now to go round. If you are platinum, yeah. Oh yeah, I was going to say, yeah, Johnny, yeah, it's tariff free. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Tariff free. It is almost too good to be true. There are 29 of these left now. Quick as you can. They are going to go. We might have a few left for cartload, but don't chance it just in case. We've also got some other brilliant deals coming up on cartload later on. So shop the show right now or shop the day for all the deals. Now, also, very, very quickly, don't forget to get your Whimsical stamps collection. You have got the showstopper option, which is to my left. Everything you're seeing here, all of the brand new stamps, plus if you're in the US, this is your tariff-free option. You've got the ink pads, they are quick dry in crushed velvet and Friar Brown. You've got your 12-piece classic collection. It is all of those. I'll just flip it around because I can't see the colours. Those colours there. There you go. Johnny, he's just got as he knocks it all down. I'm professional, me, I don't knock anything over. It wouldn't be the first time, you're correct. It'd be probably the 100th time. Third time today, yeah. All right, guys. I don't come here to be insulted. Why? Where do you normally go? Right. So you're gonna get all of those pens in there to stay at home. I'm not saying anything, just in case Laura is watching. You are going to get your 12 classics in there. Plus, you've got your ink pads in there as well, and your rocker blocks. Now, if you don't want to go for the Whimsical showstopper, in the UK and the EU, you have got the opportunity just to buy these separately or as a bundle. We've obviously put the tariff-free bundle together for our US viewers. These are all of the designs here. You've seen the ladies shopping. We've got the prosecco. We've got the little cat in there. We have got the dogs, which you've seen. If you want to see a demo with those, head back to Wake Up Call a little bit earlier on. And then also you have got your sheep earlier in this show. Well done to Heather Williamson. She says, I've just checked mine out. Love the card, Sheila. Jeannie says, I love that goodie bag. Grab it as you can. There's 28 left. And Carolyn says, Sheila, good melody. I'm looking forward to hearing more banter throughout the morning. Yeah, Sheila's got the bants. She's got the craft. She's got the voice. She's got the instruments. I mean, she's just... you know, multi-talented, like we all are. All-rounder. To show you how much of an all-rounder she is, she's now got 10 minutes to create an amazing project. Your time starts now.
Stop it, you're not really putting the clock on.
No, we wouldn't put a clock on.
Sometimes you're heartless, honestly.
That's later on Cracker Stash.
Okay, so we're going to use those little prosecco glasses or Buxfizz glasses or whatever you want, alcohol-free, whatever you want in there, apple juice, lemonade. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp, and I've gone back to the, now let me tell you, I've gone back to the Finesse alcohol-proof dye ink on this one because we're using the alcohol markers. What we're going to do is we're going to create like a little kind of background paper for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to, let's get this one here first of all. So we're going to kind of do it off the edge, like that. Okay, give it a good press down. Thing is with this, doing this, you can do a really big sheet if you wanted to. You could do a whole A4 sheet and then cut out the bits that you want to cut out, you know, cut out panels from it. So we'll have a full glass there. So everybody likes a full glass, don't they? Okay.
Are you a Prosecco drinker?
Do you know what, Ben? I don't really drink, to be honest, anymore.
Do you not?
No, I'm always driving. I'm either working or shopping or doing something that requires me to drive. So I do like a glass of sherry, and I will drink a glass of Prosecco, but for me it tends...
Special occasions. Yeah,
I tend to be one of those, like, I'm going to turn that round, just hang on a sec. I'm like one of those just, you know, a Christmas... drinker. I just have a tipple because then I'm usually driving, like I take my mum home. And so I don't get time to. I'm asleep after tea. So if I had 2 or 3 drinks, I'd be unconscious till like 3 days later. So it's been so long since I had a drink. So I did used to enjoy, you know, drinking when I was younger. You know, being in a we all did, being in a band, you know.
Oh yeah, comes with the territory, doesn't it?
Oh my goodness. Well, the thing was as well with that is, you know, most people of our age were at that point, 17 or 18-year-olds would be going out like clubbing and stuff and, you know, getting drunk and finding a new boyfriend and all that kind of thing. Whereas we were in a band and the band was quite disciplined. It was a jazz orchestra, like a big band. So what we would be like, you know, all over the country doing gigs and stuff, and we would be playing for like maybe the Mayor's Ball, things like that. So we would not be able to drink while on a gig, you know, and then we'd drive home. So it wasn't something we could actually do unless we were away on a trip or something. So so
best behaviour.
Yes, So what you can see I'm doing now here is I'm going to add a little bit of the darker colour here. And I'm using on this the maple, that's 3. And then we're going to the caramel. Yeah, caramel. Like that. Just do a little bit more to that line just so it fades a bit better. And then we're going to go with the sandstone. Okay. So we're going even lighter still. Just right to the end there. So you can see we've got a tiny bit of shades. Now I should have done that at the top as well, shouldn't I? So let's just go in again there. They're funny, aren't they? They're funny when, like this one is really funny when it's just looking at me. It's making me feel a bit guilty because where it's positioned and I can only see its eyes. I'm like, what is it doing? And then we'll go with the
They do those bottomless prosecco brunches in our local pub now. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know exactly what that entails. So you basically pay an amount, do you? And then you can just drink as much prosecco as you want. Set menu of food. Oh, right, so you have 2 hours to eat the food that you've ordered and then as much prosecco as you can. I mean, that can't be good, can it? I don't think I've ever done either a bottomless brunch or a... Oh, Johnny's just saying his brother did a bottomless brunch with beer. Got a burger and as much beer as he could drink in 2 hours. Gee whiz.
Oh, my goodness. Gosh.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. I think with Wayne, obviously my partner as well, he's like diabetic, so he can't, you know, drink really. It would cause problems. So we just like having a nice brew.
Oh yeah, nice brew in the evening. I'm like you though, Sheila. To be fair, most nights by the time I've got home had my tea, I just want to go to bed at about 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Go to bed with a nice cup of tea.
Yeah, I think. Do you know what? I think it's like you come to a point in your life where you're like, you know. I'm just happy to have a little brew and a biscuit and then, you know, I'm just turning into an old person basically. Oh gosh, well I never have one, do I? You know,
so Jamie's just asked Sheila what biscuit she has with a brew.
I'd have a rich tea, I'd have a custard cream.
Custard cream is solid. I love that.
Jaffa cake maybe.
No. Hobnob.
It's not. Oh no, not a hobnob.
Not a hobnob?
No, I like jammy rings and jammy Dodgers.
Oh no, I don't like jammy Dodgers.
Don't you?
No,
you either love them or you hate them, don't you?
No. Definitely a hobnob. Custard cream. Rich tea's a strong contender as well with a cuppa.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't go wrong.
Right, I can see that we've not got a lot of time left now. So I've got another one here where I just did 3. But they're quite comical, aren't they?
Yeah.
I've coloured them, I've coloured them. I'm getting there, it's slow, but it's slow, but that's 3 pens, and then I've done a little bit of the blue, the ice blue around the edge. I think I did these with the tri-blends though, because those are the ones I've got at the moment in a box. So I was just playing, but the idea is that, and obviously on this one I've done more. So you can see with this one, you could do a glass, if you did a glass bottom there and then kind of a little bit on here. So you end up with something that looks like a snippet of paper. And then what we would do, we would put that onto there, like that.
Oh, yeah.
And this onto here. This would go onto our DL card, like this. So I've made a nice DL card there. Let's move that out of the way and then you get the best. Have we got time to stick it on or not?
3 minutes.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just hold it on because because then the next thing you do is you stamp another one with the sentiment on, layer that on, cut it down, layer it onto black, layer it onto the gold that we've got, and then again onto black, and then obviously that would sit on the front and then you could put a little bow on. But if you imagine, if you've got the other glass bits there like that, so can you see if I swap it for that?
Yeah.
That would make more sense. So in effect, you're making your own paper as well, and it's gonna match beautifully. You can colour them in whatever colour you want. You could put some of the glossy highlights on as well to make it look like it's proper shiny glass.
Oh,
so
that's a good idea.
That's how it would be. Put your little bow on, maybe put some of
Perfect.
your tiny gems.
Yeah.
But again, it's just another idea, but aren't they fun?
Yeah. Brilliant.
They're so fun, those stamps. So yeah, it's another little idea that you can use if you've ordered all the stamps.
Loads of great ideas. Sarah's just said, I think those glasses are my second favourite. They
Yeah,
are just
they're
too
great.
cute. And lots of love for the cartload goodie bag as well. One final flick through the boards then so you can see all the characters that you're going to be receiving in this set. Just to say again, the tariff-free bundle is all of those added extras. If you just want to go for the stamps on their own, then they are here. They are all also available for you individually as well. That really applies to our UK and EU customers. I mean, you can buy these individually in the States if you want, but you're going to get charged a tariff. So if you like them, the best way to go is the showstopper. But here they are all individually. So you've got your Feliz Navidad with Happy Christmas to you. Then you've got your Happy Woofmas and we woof you a Merry Christmas. We woof you a Merry Christmas and a Barky New Year. Then you've got the cat, the feline festive and a meowy Christmas. Meowy Christmas. Here's the Prosecco glasses. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Have a sparkling Christmas. And then this one, which we love, which is 'Tis the Season to Be Shopping. 48 quid, 64 pounds, 64 bucks rather, for the tariff-free bundle. Thank you so much, Sheila, for a fantastic show. Shall we get together again in an hour and 5 minutes?
Yay!
We've got Cartload coming up, Christmas styly, and then Sheila has got a fantastic Craft Your Stash as well. Thank you everyone for all of the lovely comments. Thank you for shopping with us. If you haven't yet bought the collection, jump in and grab it now, and we'll be back for Christmas Cartload in about an hour and 5. Until then, bye for now.